Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the weekend. Welcome to Supplemental Saturday and Sundays. And you know what we do here on Supplemental Saturday and Sundays. We talk about all things that we do on the weekends to supplement ourselves during the week to make sure that we have the energy we need. Because sometimes the P in PMO stands for people. And we're going to keep in line with this theme of energy. So, for the past couple weekends, we've discussed everything from doing a micro gut biome test, testing our RNA, looking at our blood, our saliva, and our stool samples to see what foods actually fuel us for the most energy, to certain drinks that I drink in the morning that help us to get our energy going, to now actually what we're looking at on my screen is a comprehensive analysis of blood biomarkers of over 50 different blood biomarkers specifically from a company called lifeforce.com. Now, as always, my only affiliation with these companies is that I am a customer. And when I look at what they are producing from a product perspective, I am a fan, and another reason why we're reviewing this. So Life Force is a service that you can get your blood checked against 50 different biomarkers, like I said. You can do this quarterly, you can do this twice a year, you can do it once a year, but you certainly should do it. And what it will do is it'll test all of these different indicators in your blood. It'll show trending if you're someone that does this quarterly, twice a year, or even yearly. So you can see if you're headed in the right direction and you can adjust accordingly. Another great thing about this service, depending on the membership that you choose, there's three different types of memberships. One of them is just a maintenance membership, which is the most affordable. They come to your house, which is a huge benefit, and they take your blood right in the comfort of your own home. An upgraded level of this membership is you actually have conversations with different types of doctors, nurse practitioners, and even dietitians who all come together to make a special plan unique just for you based on what they see in your biomarkers. And the third type of plan is the most expensive plan where they do comprehensive diagnostics. They bring you into one of their centers and do all kinds of scans on you to potentially prevent or catch any disease in the body ahead of time. So what we're going to do here is look at some of the different biomarkers and the interface on their website that we're seeing here on my screen. The interface on the mobile app is even more seamless. And as we discussed last time with similar services that we looked at, like the Viome test, we're not so much focused on my personal biomarkers as we are the biomarkers they test, the indicators, the trends, and the interface. So inside of the website, what we're looking at here are the lab results. However, you could set up a journal, you can set up health goals where you indicate what you're eating, what your supplements are. You can look at notes, different conversations you've had with endocrinologists, dietitians, nurse practitioners, doctors, in which you formulate a plan for yourself. They sell some custom solutions in terms of supplements or even different types of hormone optimization therapy. I don't do any of that through them. I get sort of my standard vitamins and things like that through mostly through Amazon.com. But they are a comprehensive suite. They will work with you and create a unique plan just for you and actually sell you unique compounds to you. So the first thing we're going to look at is a chart key. And what they're saying how seamless this interface is this is optimal stuff in green, amber is normal, and then red is out of range. And then they give you a percentage of how optimal your biomarkers are with some bar charts here saying that 74% were optimal and then 1 to 7% were out of range or extremely out of range here, and 15% were in normal range. And that's just an overall indication. Another feature of this service is they give you a biological age and they say, so for example, I'm in my early 40s And when they test your biomarkers, they might say, well, you actually test someone that's in their early 30s, or you actually test someone that's in their early 50s, or you test someone right exactly with how old you are. So I really love this interface, how easy this chart is to read, similar to what you would see in sort of a stop sign, or excuse me, a stoplight, a red, amber, green, and then it goes into all the different biomarkers. You can sort this by optimal, out of range, normal range. Right now, we're just doing it for alphabetical order. You can filter on some biomarkers that you may or may not think are important to you. So maybe you're looking at specific hormones. Maybe you're looking at metabolic conditions, organ health, or key risk factors. So you can sort here. You can download the lab results, which is super helpful because I tend to manage these different services through LifeForce, Viome, and I download all of these different results and I feed them into that custom chat GPT that I built that I showed you guys. And I actually interact with that GPT to get unique medical and health advice and nutrition advice designed just for me based on these lab results, based on the Viome results and the conversations I've had that I have notes on from the endocrinologist and the dietitian. But if you're working with a particular healthcare provider, maybe you have a great relationship with your doctor, and I hope you do, you can feed them this information as well. And if you're looking at different plan types for this, out of the 3 different plan types, the maintenance plan is super affordable. It's only a couple bucks per month. But we'll just quickly scan through some of the different biomarkers here, and we'll look at one, for example. Let's look at this right here. And this is saying that it's trending. So this was a December test, and then this is an April test the following year. So what you can see here from the 2 bar charts is that the number went down, which in this particular example is good that the number went down. But remember that chart key that they have over here, how easy it is to read. And what they're saying is that an optimal range is up to 90, and then suboptimal is up to about 100, and anything above 100 is out of range. So even though that this number is going down, it's still out of range. And if you continue to test over time and you want to see that trending, you have this indicator here that shows you that this is actually out of range versus something like, let's see, another maybe common one that people can identify with. Calcium. All right, so let's say calcium, which has gone up slightly by 0.1, but is still in range. So what I just did here was I clicked on this expand and collapse. Once again, from a product perspective, from an interface perspective, super seamless, super easy to use, super intuitive. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a diet person, I'm a product and project guy. So when I can read this stuff and understand this stuff, that's what I think is an example of a good product. When you can take something complex and something super sophisticated and make it easy to read and easy to view that your sort of average Joe, your average Jane can read. I think that's a good example. So what this is saying is calcium's an electrolyte mineral. It's essential for cellular process, and your body tightly controls the amount of calcium in your cells and blood. So that's good. I like that. That's simple enough for me to understand. Okay, so you can see here as you scroll through, you can see all these different biomarkers. There's over 50 that they test, the good, the bad, and the different. Okay, let's go here and look at another thing as part of their website. All right, so health goals, we'll scroll down. They give you some information here. And let's look at vitality, for example. And what it's saying is that it's a reflection of how your overall body is functioning at a cellular level. All right. And some of the common symptoms of vitality are low energy, lack of motivation, brain fog, poor sleep. And if I had to guess, I think a lot of folks struggle with this: low energy, brain fog, lack of motivation, poor sleep. And out of all these different health goals and solutions that they test, out of those 50 different biomarkers, and for the different plans, they can test more than 50 biomarkers. What they're saying is that the things that they test for these symptoms and the measurement are things like vitamin D, thyroid, testosterone, um, HDL, triglycerides, right? So you can homocysteine. So you see that the different things that they test, you could check cardiac risk, weight loss, strength, brain health, sexual health, longevity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's under health goals. Let's look at solutions, and this will be the last thing we look at. And let's say shop all. This is going to give us some of the products that these folks sell. Now, once again, I don't take any of their products. I take some pretty standard stuff that I take on Amazon, and I tend to select the Amazon #1 recommended. We can do another video where we go through the supplements I take and the different ones I take at different times. But this is just an example of some of the products that they can sell you here if you're interested, and they do have some great products. Um, Peak NMN, DHEA, methylation, which is getting a lot of information here lately in the news. So if you don't know what this is, let's say we click learn more. And once again, I really love how seamless this interface is. And protect your body from environmental toxins and pollutants. The methylation cycle is key for regulating nerves, cardiovascular, immune system, detoxing the liver, balancing hormones, and promoting gut health. This is a unique blend of high quality ingredients for healthy methylation, right? And you see they give you a one-time purchase or a monthly purchase that you save a little. And what's super cool here is the why it matters. So you see some vitamin B12 regulates oxidative stress, cardiac support, detoxification, stress response, the genetic mutation MTHFR. Right, so they really have some cool stuff here. You can see the full ingredients list. You can continue to read more if you wanted. So I really, really love their product section because I love how they give you a little picture. I love how they give you the name and how you can click into it to get more information and you can learn. So it's not just about selling the customer a product. It's about supporting their overall goals, which is health and vitality. And it creates a bit of um, a learning aspect to it that you can see here. Okay. Well, guys, I hope that you appreciated this opportunity to review lifeforce.com on these supplemental Saturday and Sundays, because supplemental Saturday and Sundays, once again, are all the things we do on the weekend to keep our energy and health flowing strong so that we can execute during the week. And from a product perspective, this product not only integrates health, but it creates a whole type of education around it too. So it takes just the aspect of health, longevity, and vitality and creates a whole culture around learning around it. And I think that's super cool. They have different memberships, and I hope you guys will take the opportunity to check this out. I hope you appreciated the opportunity to think about this, to talk about this. And once again, I have no affiliation with this. I get nothing for this. I do this for free, like all the videos that I do. And my purpose here is really to just share with you guys and to help you keep your energy and vitality levels up so you can execute during the week, because sometimes the P in PMO stands for people. So thank you guys and have a great weekend. Remember to hustle harder, and let's talk again soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.